How does Chinatown hold up today?
Not a picture I've made in the last decade has held up as well. It holds up brilliantly, and the simplicity of it. And yet, when it was made, not one person at Paramount wanted to make it. See, Chinatown, it's so complicated that if you go out and take a piss, you come back and you won't know what the plot's about.
And be truthful, did you even understand it when
No,
they...
I didn't understand it at all. I said, what do I know necessarily? I have Jack Nicholson locked in. I got Robert Towns, a brilliant writer, locked in. And it's an interesting concept. And I have Roman Polanski directing it, who to me is one of the great directors of all time. And we'll make a picture out of this.
Boy, did you.
And we did.
There's a movie that goes in this list of what I think are your greatest films. Harold and Maude is the best example of your moxie, of what it took you in those days to be different from the rest of the studio executives. I mean, could you imagine trying to pitch that today and that it would actually be made?
I couldn't pitch it then and get it made either. How do you pitch a story about an 18-year-old boy who falls in love with an 80-year-old woman and has a real love affair, directed by an acid head and written by a pool boy? I put my ass on the line. Very few people put their ass on the line. They're afraid to lose their jobs for a very good reason. Everyone's overpaid in this business. But I was underpaid, so I didn't care. But the picture turned out magically.
Is it impossible for you or for, if there are any other visionary producers out there, to make those kinds of movies now? Are we past that?
It can be done. No, it can be done. I mean, as an example, at Paramount, Shirley Lansing, who was a brilliant producer, is head of production. She did an extraordinary job. I mean, she understands the producer's frustration, and she works with the producers very carefully. And if it ain't on the page, it's never going to be on the screen. I enjoy working with it, even though we have many disagreements, which is healthy. If we always agreed something's wrong.
I think that's a defining quality of most of your relationships, isn't it? You have that friction there that creates something
tremendous friction, and a lot of people don't like me for it because I speak my mind. I don't hold it back, and I'm not particularly polite. I call it as it is. Many times I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right. See, I would rather touch magic a few times in my life than do anything in the world. That to me is really wealth. There are three things that are most important in my life: the sun, sports, and sex.